Mrs. Bina Jennifer Stefeya.
So remember the experience of the elections. You were injured. Was this mark on your face before now?
I would say it was an inner anger because I was so determined to cast my vote to participate in the election. Very, very determined. So after the whole incident, because it happened before I could cast my vote. So going back home after leaving the hospital, and I saw that voters had reconvened, like they were voting. I felt this anger inside of me, like after all my efforts, because I know what I went through to get my PVC and keep encouraging people to get theirs, that it will now be hard that I wasn't able to vote. As in, it was that for me. I wasn't thinking of anything that I would not vote. So that anger made me go back. Voting was going on, and after some time we saw some group of thugs, and after a while they started walking down the street. I was sitting down because it was a queue and it wasn't moving well, so I couldn't start follow. I was sitting down on a bench with other women. Though when the queue wasn't moving, I had to go and make inquiries in front. What's going on? Because I noticed that some people were shunting the line, some people were putting their political party members to get that preference to vote first. I was like, this line should move, because this thing is not something hard. We should just get done with it. Like me, I went out without even eating. I was really determined, and I just want to get it done. So there was some resistance, though. I just had to go and sit down on the bench. And when I was told that some people that they were allowing, they came from far, at least to give them their preference, and some were elderly. So I just sat down. I was sitting down, going through my phone. After I saw those thugs leave, they were in a group of like 20 persons, if not more than. Shortly, still in that position, all I could remember is a huge impact on my face, and that was it. So that was how I started looking for safety, and people were running helter-skelter. I just had to walk inside the compound that was used, and I was calling for help. People that could look back to see me, they were so scared seeing the blood. People were locking their doors. It was a public compound that they used as the polling unit. Surulere, yes. So at that point, it was a woman. I recognized her voice. She lives adjacent my house. To say it happened on my polling unit was on my street. So it was then she was holding an hanky. She now had to apply pressure on there and was comforting me that I should wait. Let's look for safety first. We had to start looking for a house to enter because we don't know if those guys were coming after us. So she just pushed the door open and we entered inside the room, and I was there bleeding profusely. And when it happened, when I had the impact, I had a gunshot too simultaneously. So I was thinking it was a bullet injury. I've been knocked down by a bullet. So, and the cut was so deep. So I was asking them, is it bullets? They said they don't know. I felt I was already dying, like saying my last prayers and also praying for mercy. I was bleeding. They had to first get a confirmation that the thugs have gone before I could get any medical attention. So after much back and forth, they had to take me to a nurse that lives close by. She administered first aid to stop the bleeding, and I was taken to the hospital for suturing and other medication. I've received visits from different political parties, but the government per se, I've not heard anything from the government. Yes, I've not. It's only visit by different political groups and individuals. Yes, the public, individuals, but the government, I've not heard anything from the government. Actually, like you said, it's not the lesson to learn from. I don't wish anybody this because I know the trauma I and my family we are still going through, especially my children seeing me with disfigured face that day and blood all over my body. I would say it's the God factor, because even for these cuts to heal this way, it is God. I have multiple lacerations. Here I had a deep cut that is connected to my nerve. I can't really even wash my face properly now up till now. It's God. I would say it's prayers. Everybody should just be prayerful, and by God's grace I survived this. And also God knows my determination. He knows my heart. So I think that is why I even survived, because it was really bad. I would say it should not deter us from giving up. If it is not by God's grace, this would have been worse than this. It does not stop me from giving up. I still believe God will take us there. Yes, I still believe, and I will still do it again.
Now, yeah, Mahmoud Yakubu, how you want make this woman now? How you want make she feel? By snatching her vote away from her, giving it to Bola Ahmed Tinubu. This woman, see what they do. I said that the one I watch this woman video, it's a poor shoe. It be like borehole. The way APC talk, they give her for face. Boom! The woman don't know where she did again. She was confused. But she stood her ground and said she must cast her vote for Peter Obi. And she came out again to cast that vote for Peter Obi. And I'm not sure Mahmoud Yakubu did. And stole it away and give it to Tinubu. See, it's not go better. Oh, Google kill you. I let him go kill you. Believe people are not I borrow now. Now Google kill I let him Ogun go bear. Ogun go kill you. I let him for what you did to this woman. You still this woman vote. A lot of them like that. The one will be RIP on this election day. You not consider those things. You still betrayed Nigeria. And you say you call yourself a Nigerian man. You pledge to be honest and faithful. But what happened? You're not faithful. You're not honest. All the honesty, everything, you demolish all. Carry the evil part of you. Bring her out, store the mandate, and give it to Tinubu. Then you want us to be happy. Now just heard from this woman now. What APC talk did. Not be only this one, a lot of them. I'll put at that time now. A lot of them, a lot. Some of them with different badges of body. A lot. What APC talk. When I hear, even my badge is Sanwo-Olu, where it already get your burial ground. It don't get the burial ground. This woman said till date, the governor not call her. How you want me to call you? You expect the governor. Now they send them now. Now they send the talk them. May they go do what they want to do for the election ground that day. They do not expect him to call you. Peter Obi came to visit you. That's our president. That's how I will end this video. Please, man, help me share this video. I feel for this woman, but what I next chairman doing, you go see the rod for front. I end this video here. But I'm not fit to share this video. Now do so, God bless you. Now I want to not fit to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Papa, everyone who want backup TV, you do so, God bless you. See you guys in my next video. Stay safe, guys, and bye bye.